Hey, it's Jeremy Hazelwood here, and I want to ask you a hypothetical question. If I give you $1,000 right now, what would you do with that? And on the flip side, if I gave you 100 hours for this week or the rest of the month, what would you do with that? Now, these may seem like two fundamentally different things, which they are, but this video, I want to look at the comparison between time and money, and I also want to challenge you to examine how you look at time and to value it like it's a currency. So first I want to look at time versus money and the four characteristics that these two have in common. The first is that they're both finite. We have a limited amount of time, we have a limited amount of money. Some of us have very limited money, but even those who aren't very limited, there is still a limit. I don't care how much money you have, there's still an end to that money. And it's the same with time. We have 24 hours in a day. And also, we don't know how long we're gonna live. We could be gone today, so while we're here on this earth, we need to be maximizing our impact and fulfilling our purpose. So our time is limited and we don't know when it's up. The second piece between these two is that you can invest both time and money. You can invest your money into things that will help grow even more money for you. So, there's businesses, the stock market, there's a multitude of ways in which you can invest your money. And the same is true with your time. You can invest your time into things that provide value and they help you to grow in quality. You can't grow more time like you can with money, so that's a division between the two, but you can invest both time and money. And the third thing is that you can squander both time and money. You can throw away money, things that you're not investing in that provide no value or very little value. And it's the same thing with time. You can throw time at money of things that don't provide much value to you. And then lastly, both time and money are valuable. And you can look at this like in time, we recognize pretty easily how money is valuable because it's how we pay for goods, it's how we put food on the table, and we have access to water and housing and things like that. But a lot of times we don't look at time as being valuable. Let me frame it like this for you. When you miss a bus, when you're late for an appointment, when somebody passes away and you didn't have a chance to say goodbye to them or have peace with that, that's when you recognize that time is valuable. You wish you had more time to do some of the things in life, but you didn't do it because you either didn't make it a priority or time got away and the value of time passed you by, even though it's staring at you every single day. Every day time is looking at you saying, I'm valuable, do something with me. So those are the difference or the similarities between time and money. Now let's look at investing versus spending time. These are very two different things. And as I'm talking about this, ask yourself, is most of the time that I have available to me, am I spending time or am I investing time? So let me go through a few different areas here. And as I go through it, ask yourself that question. When you spend time, it's often for instant or quick gain or gratification. Small example of this could be the food that we eat. We eat fast food, we eat snacks and candy, things that aren't really good for us, but we do it because it's quick, it's easy, it's gratifying, it fills us up, and so we're actually spending less time doing that. Now, on the flip side, in the food category, if we were to invest time, that would require us to go to the grocery store or market, purchase fresh fruits and vegetables or meats or something like that, come home, prepare these items, cook them, season them, cut them, chop them, whatever you have to do to prepare it, then cook it up and then serve it. So you're investing time. It takes a longer period of time, but it's better for you. It makes your body feel better. It's healthier for you. So there's many other ways that this can play out versus instant gratification versus delayed gratification, and how instant gratification is often relating to spending time and delayed gratification often relates to investing time. The second way that you can look at spending time versus investing time is looking at mindless versus mindful. Now, when you're spending time, it's often on mindless activities like your smartphone, for example. There's a lot of things that we do on our smartphone that are totally mindless. We can check out, we don't have to be present. We're playing games, we're scrolling through news feeds or social media, and we can just check out. It's mindless and we're actually being sucked into the phone. On the flip side, when we invest time, it's usually for mindful activities. So maybe we're reading a book, maybe we're investing in relationships, we're getting to know people, we're perfecting our craft, we're spending time with friends or family, we're helping to build a business, something of that nature. And so what we're doing there is we're actually investing the time, and it's things that are more mindful. The third item when we look at investing versus spending time is atrophy versus strength. And if you were kind of seeing the pattern right now, you're seeing that spending time results in atrophy, investing time results in strength. Now, let's talk about things that may be causing atrophy within us. There's reality TV shows, there's a lot of negativity on social media, or even the news. There's a lot of things that we put in our body that are literally causing us atrophy, versus things that we invest our time in that are strengthening us. They're building our mind, they're building our body, they're building our relationships, and they're creating strength within us. And those are usually the investments that we're making in our time versus spending time. And this is very important, especially right now. As big as social media is, I read a study the other day that said there's been a 30% increase in depression amongst millennials, and that's crazy. And they're attributing it to social media and scrolling through all day and seeing this really fake reality of snapshots of people's lives living their best life. But when that camera shuts down, these are regular people that deal with struggles just like you and me and everybody else. But when you get caught up in that, you begin to experience mental atrophy and emotional atrophy. So take that time and invest it into something. Invest that time into building yourself up and strengthening yourself. So that's all I want to say right now in this video. I hope you got something from it. I'd love to hear your comments below. If you know somebody that could benefit from hearing this, share it with somebody. Make sure you subscribe to this channel, and I'll talk to you next time.